Why does nobody achieve their goals? Because they don't have the right system. Let's get into that. Now, what we have here is systematic goal setting. Now, the difference between this and normal goals is they'll write it down on a piece of paper, say, I want to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, and then don't really follow through on it. They don't put together a system. Now, what I mean by this, we have these steps for systematic goal setting. Number one is going to be long-term goal. And we see right here in the goal segment, 1,000 subs on YouTube in 3 months. I set a time frame. I say I would like to reach this number in 3 months, right? Now we have step number two, short-term goal. So we have our long-term goal here up at the top. And now down below, I just plugged it into math. And I don't know if you can read that, but this is 1,000 divided by, that's 1,000 divided by 90 equals 11, which means in this 3 months, each day, I will have to get 11 subscribers in order to achieve this long-term goal. I'd break it down into a bite-sized piece. Now, number three for this is, what system do you need for the goal you have set? So there's multiple different systems for the goals you have set. And most of the time, it is not good to compare and contrast yourself to other people, right? But if you look at social media, if you have somebody that has achieved a goal, what systems do you think that they did in order to achieve that goal? They didn't just sit around and, do nothing all day to reach a sub count, or reach a certain number in the bank account, or reach a certain number on the scale, right? They put it down into a system. Now, the system here is, what things do I have to do in order to reach this? Usually on an everyday achievable standpoint. So something that I can achieve in one day. So we have post every day. Seems simple. I can post a YouTube video like I am doing right now, and then have good viewer interaction. So this kind of digresses from daily to just overall. What can I do overall when I see a comment on a video that I can respond to it? And if I respond to it, then they're probably going to feel a little bit more comfortable with subscribing to my channel. They see the interaction. They like what I post. Streamline other platforms. This digresses to an overall overarching thing that I can do in these 90 days. What can I do in these 90 days overall and streamline other platforms? So if I have content from other platforms, and especially with reels and, like short form content, it's very easy to just post it on all other platforms, right? I have TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of these platforms that I can just go into the description, plug in my YouTube, and then it streamlines it over to my other, to YouTube, right? And now we have test out different forms of content. So just looking at the algorithm, seeing what is working for other people, right? So this all just goes in from like on a daily basis to a longer baseline time frame. Because you want to have something that is very achievable on a daily time frame that doesn't take up too much of your time. I can put together a short in about probably 5 minutes if I wanted to. So it takes 5 minutes out of my day. It's not like in one day I have to put together my banner, I have to make 5 videos, I have to learn how to edit, I have to learn how to format everything. You don't want to do that in one day. You want to break it down into bite-sized pieces. That is how it works. If you try to do everything in one day, like you see people on New Year's, and their New Year's resolution is to get fit. They go to the gym for like 3 hours on the first day. You know what you need to do? You need to go for a walk. If you wanted to achieve it, put something easy in. Put a podcast on that you like to listen to. Go on a 10-minute walk. Put together an achievable step goal. Say you're walking 2,000 steps a day, maybe bump it up to 3. bite-size pieces. And then number 4 here is write it down. Put it where you're going to see it. Put it together in a format like I have it here, your large time frame goal, your small time frame goal. So put it into bite-sized pieces. What do I have to do every day to achieve this? And then put it into your system right below this. What do you have to do on a daily time frame that is achievable? And then overall, you might not hit this 1,000, right? Like I only have 11 subscribers or like 12 subscribers on my YouTube channel. So it's going to be quite hard to hit this 1,000. But if I follow this entire system, I'm definitely going to be much better off if I don't have this system. If I don't shoot for the stars and hit the moon, then this 1,000 is going to be a lot further away than if I didn't write it down, right? I've been using this system for a very long time. And instead of just setting a goal and hoping, you see it on a piece of paper, you put it somewhere where you're going to remember it, where you're going to see it every single day. Every single day. If you watch TV every single day, which most people do, put a Post-it note or put a big piece of paper. Take a big piece of paper, tape it to your TV, and it might be on the side or whatnot, but you're going to see it out of the corner of your eye. You're going to see it out of the corner of your eye, and you're going to remember. It's going to neurologically click. You got to make it convenient. You have to make these things very convenient and make not doing it very inconvenient. So if you're sitting at your, just sit down at your setup, right? It's going to be a lot more convenient to make a video if you're at your setup rather than if you're laying in bed. Put your running shoes in front of the door. If you want to go on a walk, or say you're a little bit more, a little bit of a higher level, put your running shoes at the door. Make it convenient and make it inconvenient where you would have to move the shoes out of the way. You would have to go down, pick them up, move them. That's inconvenient. What's more convenient is, well, I don't have shoes on, got to put shoes on. Might as well kill 2 birds with 1 stone, put on my running shoes to exit the house. Make it convenient, make it make sense. Do this system with these 4 steps, put it together, put it somewhere where you can see it, and go achieve your goal.